สนับสนุนโดย Isuzu D-Max Go ซีรีส์ใหม่ฉลอง 50 ปีทอง Isuzu
How is life as a former journalist and now a newspaper designer in this digital world for you?
Well, you know, once a journalist, always a journalist. I mean, if I find a story that is of interest, I am always writing. I write books, I write articles, I write diaries.
Yeah.
I never leave my book behind because I write my observations.
Why aren't you carrying a small little notebook instead of a note?
I have
a real notebook.
Okay.
This one.
I tell you one thing. I have two phones. I have the iPhone where I write notes, and I have a European phone, and I have this. But when I want to do, let's say, a sketch, there I think God meant it to be your head, your hand, and a pencil. I think so.
No way.
Maybe this is because I am 60
No way
years.
is it going digital, huh?
I go here, and I do my sketch. You see? I do a sketch instantly. It doesn't require that I turn on anything, but I'm 60 years old. So even though I have every gadget you can imagine, this book I never leave behind because if I have an idea, I come in and I put it in here.
Great.
You know?
Let me have a look at, wow, this is
You
great.
See? You can sketch instantly.
Wow. And you do this all the time? On the plane?
All the time. In an
On
airplane,
the bus,
anywhere.
on the car?
Anywhere.
Yeah?
I have hundreds of these books by dates. So there are times when someone called me and said, what was the original concept we did for the newspaper in North Dakota?
Yeah.
What was the year? Well, the year was such and such. I go back and I have the original sketch of this. For hundreds of these books.
And you keep the original
I kept them all.
drafts.
But I also write my notes and my diary and whatever thoughts I have on a given day.
Explain to me. What is this? What are
this is
column
two
size?
sections of 12 pages each section of The Nation, for example. The first book and the second book. And it's all in there. You see? Easy to do. So
how many designs, how many papers have you designed for now?
Right now, I think it's almost close to 550 in some 80 countries.
Oh, wow. Designing or redesigning? Both.
Designing about 21 new ones. The Express will be number 21. Newspapers from scratch that never existed. And I always say they still all exist, including the new paper of Singapore.
Great, yeah. Apart from being a very busy newspaper, website designer, you are also, I understand, a marathon runner.
Yes. I'm not the fastest marathon runner, but I do them and finish them.
At 60, you still run marathons?
Absolutely. Yeah, there are men who are 75 and women who are 75 and do this.
Yeah?
Yeah, I hope to be doing it.
How long have you been doing this?
20-some years.
Yeah?
Yeah, I started late, but I think I needed to do something that, with all the traveling I do, which would be good for fitness and good mentally. And I think that, you know, I design when I'm running, you know, and then you come back and get your book and put it all down.
You design when you run?
And you write also. See, running is a process where you cannot concentrate on the kilometers you're running. You have to your legs have to do one thing and your head has to do something else. Every day when you start running, you assign your head something to do or you will not be able to get through.
You don't concentrate on your feet?
Not at all.
On the distance? On
or
the
you
sweat,
will not go.
On your heartbeat? No.
None of that.
No.
I concentrate on the task at hand. When I have been writing books, for example, I do a chapter. Today I said we're doing chapter 3, and the legs follow you. That sometimes you say I was going to run 8 kilometers, and you get to kilometer 8, but you haven't finished your chapter, and you go to kilometer 10 because the head dominates. In everything, it dominates. It tells when you run a marathon, the last 6 miles you don't do with your legs, you do with your head because the legs already you left them behind and the head is saying keep going, you train for this, you're going to be able to do this. The head is a very powerful weapon.
Marathon is something that the internet cannot replace.
No.
You cannot do a marathon on the internet.
No, you cannot do a virtual marathon is not possible. You have to do the real thing with your feet and your head. You see, some things, the human machine is still the best.
Right.
Marathon is one of those things.
Thank you very much, Mario.
My pleasure. My pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
Enjoyable.
Thank you.